Why does employee engagement matter to your team or organization? My name is Jeff Perry. I'm a leadership and career development expert and the author of The Intentional Engineer. And in this video, we're going to be going into why employee engagement matters. Let's jump into it. Okay, so to frame our discussion today about employee engagement, I want to tell you a story. I was recently talking to and having a conversation with a senior engineer at a well-known firm. Now, what he was sharing with me is that he felt completely disengaged from work. He just didn't really care about the work he was doing. He was mentally checked out most of the time. His team had very little social or personal connections between each other. He just kind of showed up, did his work, did the kind of the bare minimum of what needed to be done, he signed off. And so not surprisingly, this resulted in him being pretty disengaged, and he was looking for something new. He was looking for a career change. Now, certainly there was a personal responsibility he could take in this, but also the environment was not one that he was terribly excited about. So I'm curious if you've ever felt like this, or do you feel like that now? Do you know someone who does, right? So just reflect with me for a moment as you think about this story I just shared in your own situation, to think what comes to mind when you think of the word engagement in a workplace setting. Here's a few ways to frame that word and what it means. One definition is it's how much an employee is committed to helping their organization achieve its goals. Or rather, a very simplified version of it is, do they care? Do they care about what they're working on and who they're doing it with? If they care about those two things, then they're likely to be engaged. But here's some bad news, is that engagement overall is measured to be pretty low in the US and across the world. The most recent Gallup poll says that engagement is at 31% in the US or North America and 23% worldwide. Stress is at an all-time high. 52% of employees in North America report being stressed a lot, virtually every day. And almost 50%, at 47%, people are looking to leave, have the intent to leave their organization. This is not great if we're wanting to grow a team and organization and keep people around to continue to do great work. This is why engagement matters, right? We want people to have a good experience at work, which will then translate to a great experience that they give the rest of their teammates, the clients they're working with, and delivering on the projects and the innovation that it's possible when people feel engaged. Now, the lesson we can learn from this is there are so many people who feel undersupported, undervalued in the workplace. And this leads to that lower productivity, lower collaboration, and lower innovation. None of these things are good. But the great thing about this is it tells us that there's all sorts of opportunity for us as leaders, as teams and organizations to stand out from the crowd. This is the average. It doesn't take you being terribly great to be even above average. And if you can be excellent or exceptional, wow, think of what's possible. So why do you think this is happening? I'm curious. Think about it for a moment. You can think through what are the causes of this low engagement and these problems we're happening. My take on some of this is that we're often too transactional. There's a lot of do as I say, not as I do mentality. And we often are losing touch with ourselves and a deeper level of purpose and the work and what that means to us. And we lose that connection. But again, the good news is that every one of us can do something about this, whether you're a leader in an organization or a team, or you're just an individual. Say, how can I make this better? You can change how you lead yourself and you can transform how you lead others. And therefore, we can improve engagement and collaboration and innovation, all through the power of intentionally connecting with other people. And if you need help doing that, I would absolutely love to help you. Again, my name is Jeff Perry, leadership and career development expert, and I love partnering with individuals, leaders, and teams and organizations to create engagement in a meaningful way to unlock some of this potential that might or probably is right now lying dormant inside. So if you'd like to unlock some of that potential, please reach out and let's connect, and I hope to talk to you soon.